Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Olivia Zarianti, and here I will explain about interpreting. Interpreting is refers to the process of orally translating spoken or sight language from one language or the source language to another, the target language, in real time. It is often used in various settings like conferences, legal proceedings, healthcare, and international meetings to enable communication between people who do not share a common language. The first is mode in communication in interpreting and translation. Interpreting and translation both involve the transfer of meaning from one language to another, but they differ in the modes of communication. Interpreting deals with spoken or sight language and is done in real time, often occurring immediate delivery. Meanwhile, translation is involves written text and allows for more time to receive and check accuracy, making it less immediate than interpreting. The modes of communication in interpreting are generally verbal, while translation is textual. Interpreters must listen, process, and reproduce the message almost instantly, while translators have the luxury of revising and polishing their work. And then is history of interpreting. The history of interpreting can be divided into three major eras. The first is ancient era. Interpreting can be traced back to ancient civilization like Egypt, Greece, and Rome, where interpreters were used in diplomacy, trade, and legal matters. Notable examples include interpreters in military campaigns or envoys who facilitate communication between different cultures. The second is medieval era. In the Middle Age, interpreters were crucial in the spread of religious ideas, especially during the spread of Christianity and Islam. Interpreters play key roles in religious mission and colonial expansion, particularly in interactions between European and indigenous people. As modern era, the formalization of interpreting as a profession began in the 20th century, particularly with the development of conference interpreting during after World War I and II. The Nuremberg trials are a landmark in simultaneous interpreting, leading to the establishment of international organizations like United Nations, which institutionalized interpreting. And then modes in interpreting. There are two main modes of interpreting. The first is consecutive interpreting. The interpreter listens to the speaker, takes notes, and delivers the interpretation after the speaker pauses. This mode is especially setting like in courtroom or small meetings. The second is simultaneous interpreting. The interpreting translates the speaker's words as they are being spoken, often with a slight delay of a few seconds. And the last is types of interpreting. The first is whispered interpreting. Whispered interpreting is the interpreter whispers the translation to one or two people nearby without using equipment. The second is realism interpreting. Realism interpreting is the interpreter acts as an intermediary between two parties speaking different language, often in informal settings. The third is psych interpreting. Psych interpreting is the interpreter orally translates written text from one language to another. And then conference interpreting. Conference interpreting is the interpreter translates simultaneously or consecutively during large conferences, seminars, or international meetings. And then escort interpreting. Escort interpreting is the interpreter accompanies an individual or group during a trip or visit to provide interpretation service. And then bilateral interpreting. Bilateral interpreting is the interpreter translates two-way conversations between two parties speaking different language. And then telephone interpreting. Telephone interpreting is the interpreter provides interpretation service over the phone without needing to be face to face with the speakers. And then television interpreting. Television interpreting is the interpreter works in television broadcast, usually translating simultaneously or consecutively. And then community interpreting. Community interpreting is the interpreter works in community-based context to help individuals who need interpretation in everyday life situations. And then court interpreting. Court interpreting is the interpreter works in legal settings, translating for defendants, witnesses, or other parties who do not speak the court's language. And the last is medical interpreting. Medical interpreting is the interpreter works in medical settings, helping communication between patient and healthcare providers.